brunt of this peak. He's expecting dupreeh still to be there, and now they're going to try and pressure him together. The first is clean, though. And he gets back down the stairs. Another one for dupreeh. It's left all onto shox to try and stop this man. He's been very impressive so far, and while shox is tagged down to just 39 HP, he also doesn't have the kit, so the time is ticking too far gone. dupreeh can just play with his food at this point, and there is nothing shox can do. dupreeh is not going to let him escape. He'll go down to the bomb if it means he gets rid of this man. 7-0. Fantastic round from Astralis, and specifically dupreeh.
It's a 2v4 vitality. How? That's outrageous.
Where's your stats now, Elliot? Where's your stats now?
Oh, Tom, if Vitality are going to get realize this is a possibility, so we're going to have this very interesting, strange dichotomy where the CTs rotate behind the Ts, where we have both sides exchange teams multiple times. RPK now straight into Glaive. There's the drop from Apex, and the last player remaining will be dupreeh, who's in unbelievable form, and he takes them both down this split second.
Oh, just look at his face. Like, even he knows at this point. It's like, well, there's nothing they can do. There's absolutely nothing they can do. Oh my God. As said, I think this is one of the best performances I've ever seen from him. He's still going. ZywOo puts an end to his reign of terror, but there's still 4 more players they've got to deal with. RPK again is going to give them the man advantage, but that never seems to last too long. And again, it swings back into the favor. They need to kill off S-Tag, but he's got around the corner, and just look at the quick swing coming out. Magisk's trying to help him. shox now left alone. Can he finally put another round? A second at least possible, and there we go. Vitality will at least make it 2 as the half comes to a close, but Astralis
Having a path through the Frenchman towards Astralis leading again. ZywOo peeking up middle simultaneously. shox comes in. He was the best performing player on Nuke. And a pretty rough bunch, if we're being honest. Then Glaive's got a 4th. He could be on for the ace, but ZywOo takes it away from him. 30 seconds. Low HP. Has the bomb, but no idea as to where the remaining CTs are. Flicking up into the header device. He has enough time to feasibly clutch this. And S-Tag is the last line of defense on A. He'll be playing this one a little bit more passively, a little bit more patiently. Hell, just give this fight away to ZywOo. Wait for the cavalry to arrive. Make sure you double peek him. Simultaneously, ZywOo so nearly lands the no-scope, but on 1 HP, he's still alive. He's still here. He's still kicking. And you cannot disrespect this man because he will punish you. Storm ZywOo comes in and leaves nothing but carnage in his wake. That's outrageous.
Well, chances are this is going to be another round for the Danes.
Looking likely. S2 still have an AK. That flashbang could not have been placed perfectly, but neither are these bullets. But Vitality are holding the line, and not just that, they're going above and beyond. The student has a chance to clutch with a Deagle, but may just too fast. And with a kit, he will have this defuse covered. A very costly round for Astralis, but of course, they'll have more than enough money in the bank for the final round of the half. So close yet so far, 7-7. And I think it's only fitting, Tom, considering the start of this map, that it will be as even as possible coming through into that second half.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's either team that we can look at and go.
Magisk actually faking this out, going alone, while the rest of his teammates are thinking with the idea of going up through middle. They have 2 smokes at their disposal, now being tossed for the cross. And now they can look to try and wrap straight through. ZywOo, how is your aim? On point as always, even while flashbangs. He gets 1, now spinning around into action, activating, and it's nothing but headshots to ZywOo. Again, a 4K, an 8th round to Vitality, and Astralis have been comprehensively beaten down.
Somebody should start building the set for map number 3 because ZywOo is alive and kicking. Mentioned it in the last map, fortunately, and they've taken a round because of it.
misutaaa going in first, trying to take some of the early damage and the brunt of it away from shox, so they can maybe pivot in. Mollies, flashes, smokes, all being tossed in, and no one's checked the tight left, and misutaaa is going to punish them. 3 kills, and now shox can just spray in with the FAMAS. It's nearly a clean sweep. Excellent work from misutaaa, but Astralis uncharacteristically make a mistake and don't check one of their angles, and they get punished.
Yeah, it looked like it was half checked. Like the player that initially walked in, I think it was S-Tag, that it looked like he kind of looked in that direction, but because he also looked away from a flash at the same time, I think it just left them in a
shox. But Essetag will be contending against two aggressive players. He gets put down by misutaaa, who really had a resurgence in form on that Dust 2. Second best player statistically on Vitality. And now the top fragger of ZywOo is moving into bathrooms, but he's not called upon because shox is locking it down single-handedly. Knocking Glaive down to 7 HP, still standing, still delivering. shox with a 3k. And when Astralis tried to breathe a sigh of relief after the initial bloodshed went in their favor, shox stands tall and he gets a 4k to wrap it up.
This will always be the map for me that springs to mind when I think of this player, and pistol rounds is where he is.
Form. We said they were peak on Nuke. Since then, it's been a bit of a drop-off. But can they start to pick up the pieces on their CT side? As USP's up close against the blocks. dupreeh is holding on for 3 kills alongside Magisk. That's more like it. Apex tries to rummage around the back and Glaive denies him. It's fast, it's lightning, but it works against Vitality.
Oh, that's exactly what we want to be seeing from Astralis coming into this second half. It needs to be a truly incredible comeback, one for the ages, but if any team were going to be able to do it, it would be the Danish powerhouse of Astralis. Of course, they are up against what I would call anyone towards long. They're more than happy to give it up, it seems, and they've got this 1-2 punch. Now, in most rounds, I'm fine with this. Against pistols, it's a little bit uncomfortable. But by the looks of it, they're going to be absolutely fine, although Apex does take one down. Luckily for them, nobody did go through long, so there wasn't really any chance of a wraparound. Apex has retrieved a rifle, but dupreeh more than happy to play with the pistol as well. And while shox, unfortunately, the aim punch is enough to take him out, it seems. Nonetheless, a 4k for dupreeh, padding those stats a little bit further.